Hello, welcome to my channel. What it really means when a woman hugs you. Most men are blind to it. They feel a woman's arms wrap around them and think, oh, it's just a hug, a harmless, friendly embrace. But what if I told you it's never just a hug? Every touch, every second she lingers, every slight squeeze, it all means something. Women don't do things randomly. And if you're oblivious to these subtle cues, you're playing checkers while she's playing four. D-chess, I'm James. And in this video, I'll reveal the 6 hidden psychological signals behind a woman's hug. Things most men completely miss. And if you think this is just about attraction, think again. Sometimes a hug is a test. Sometimes it's a power move. Sometimes it's a silent message to the world about who you are to her. The Stoics knew the power of perception. They understood that most men drift through life, blind to what's happening around them, reacting instead of mastering their reality. If you don't train yourself to read between the lines, to see beyond the surface, you're at the mercy of forces you don't even recognize. And trust me, in today's world, ignorance comes at a price. So buckle up. Because by the end of this video, you won't look at a hug the same way again. Before we dive in, take a moment to subscribe. If you're ready to transform how you handle real relationships using the power of Stoicism, every video is a step toward mastering your mindset and building stronger, more meaningful connections. 1. She's testing your confidence, and you don't even realize it when a woman hugs you. She's not just showing affection, she's scanning you like a predator, sizing up its prey. This isn't just a warm embrace, it's a silent test, a way to gauge what kind of man you really are. Most guys are completely blind to this, thinking a hug is just a hug, but women, they operate on a different level. The moment she wraps her arms around you, she's gathering intel like a secret agent on a mission. She's analysing your body language, your energy, your response. Do you freeze up like a deer in? She's testing your confidence. Headlights. Do you give an awkward, weak pat on her back like you're burring a baby, or do you hold your ground, embrace her with ease like a man who knows his worth? It's the same principle used in high AK social interactions. Think about a job interview ever had, them casually offer you a glass of water. You might think it's just hospitality, but they're watching, seeing how you handle yourself, how steady your hands are, how composed you remain. It's a micro test, just like her hug. And here's the brutal truth. A hesitant, unsure reaction signals weakness. Women are wired to pick up on hesitation. A man who second guesses himself, who stiffens up or overthinks a simple hug, that's a red flag in her subconscious. On the other hand, a man who's comfortable in his own skin, who embraces the moment with natural confidence, immediately sets himself apart. This is where the Stoic mindset comes in. A Stoic man doesn't react based on nerves or insecurity. He doesn't overthink or look for validation in how she responds. He simply is present, grounded, certain in himself. The moment you start seeking approval in something as small as a hug, you've already lost. She's taking mental notes, and whether you realize it or not, that hug has already told her more about you than words ever could too. She's checking your emotional availability without you even realizing it. This is where things take a deeper turn. A hug isn't just about physical contact. It's an emotional scan, a silent test to measure what kind of man you are beneath the surface. Women are masters at sensing energy, and in those few seconds of contact, she's feeling you out in ways most men never even consider. Think of it like knocking on a wall to see if it's solid or hollow. When she wraps her arms around you, she's not just embracing you, she's testing you. Are you emotionally grounded, or is there an emptiness beneath the surface? Do you exude warmth and presence? Or does your energy feel cold and distant? Are you fully in the moment, or does your body feel there while your mind is somewhere else? Does your hug carry a sense of strength and control, or Or does it feel hesitant, unsure? She can tell women have an almost supernatural ability to read between the lines, to feel out what words can express in a matter of seconds. She's picking up on details you might not even realize you're giving away: your posture, your grip, the way breathing shifts. Every micro detail feeds into her assessment of you. And here's the brutal truth. If you feel empty, distracted, or emotionally closed off, she will sense it instantly. She's checking your emotional availability. Most men think they can mask their insecurities with fake confidence, but a woman's intuition sees through the ACT. If you're carrying emotional baggage, if your mind is cluttered with stress, or if you've lost touch with your masculine core, your body language will betray you. This is where St. ISM separates the strong from the weak. A Stoic man doesn't, to let his emotions control him, but that doesn't mean he's emotionally unavailable. On the contrary, he is centered, present, and fully in control of himself. He isn't desperate for connection, nor is he walled off. He is simply grounded. He exists in the moment, not lost in the past or anxious about the future. When he hugs, it's not out of neediness or obligation. It's because he chooses to engage. And women feel that they respect it. They're drawn to it at the end of the day. A hug is more than just a simple gesture. It's a silent conversation, and if you don't know what you're communicating, you're already at a disadvantage. 3. She's setting the stage for physical connection on her terms. This is a big one, and most guys completely overlook it when a woman initiates a hug. She's not just being friendly. She's not just greeting you. She's taking control of the physical dynamic between you. Think of it like hosting a party. She's inviting you into her space, but on her terms, she's the one setting the rules, dictating the flow and deciding how much or how little happens. It's her subtle way of saying, I'm okay with being close to you, but make no mistake, I decide how this plays out. It's the same concept as when someone lets you into their home. They may trust you enough to step inside, but they still control the environment. When you sit, where you go, how long you stay that hug, it's her creating a frame of control over physical connection. But here's where most men screw up. They don't recognize the unspoken boundaries. They either hold on too long, signaling desperation, or ovary eagerness, awkwardly released too soon, showing uncertainty and a lack of confidence, misread the moment entirely. Either freezing up or becoming overly aggressive. Every little action you take in that brief moment tells her something about you, how you handle physical closeness, how aware you are of social dynamics, and most importantly, whether you're a man who naturally leads or one who blindly. She's setting the stage for physical connection, follows a weak man, lets the moment dictate his response. He overthinks, second-guesses himself, or tries to read her reaction instead of being grounded in his own presence. A Stoic man, on the other hand, doesn't seek validation through physical contact. He doesn't need it. He remains composed, unfazed, and entirely comfortable in his own skin. He respects her space, but he doesn't feel the urge to submit to her frame. Instead, he meets her energy with quiet confidence, maintaining the perfect balance between assertiveness and self-control. And trust me, women notice that they might not be able to explain it, but they feel it. At the end of the day, this isn't just about a hug. It's a power dynamic, a subtle but critical moment, where she's evaluating exactly what kind of man you are. Are you centered and aware, or are you easily led by whatever frame she sets? You can learn a lot from how a woman hugs you, but more importantly, she's learning a lot about you too. Hey, I want to hear from you. Let me ask you. Have you ever felt a hug from a woman and just knew it meant something more? Maybe it was that electric connection, or maybe it left you wondering what was really going on in her mind. Drop a comment below and tell me your thoughts on this. Do you think the way a woman hugs you says something about her feelings or intentions? And if you're feeling bold, write this in your comment. I felt the energy. Let me know if you've ever experienced that shift, that moment of connection through something as simple as a hug. I'll be responding to some of your comments, so don't be shy. Let's dive into this conversation, for she's sensing your physical chemistry. Let's be brutally honest here. When a woman hugs you, she's not just being nice. She's feeling you out in ways you might not even realize. This is raw biology, a chemistry test, but one that has nothing to do with beers and formulas. It's all about whether you feel right to her on a visceral level. Think about it like cooking. You're preparing a dish, and at some point you take a small taste. You don't just blindly follow the recipe. You use your senses to check if the flavors blend together perfectly. That quick sip or bite is the moment of truth. Is it working, or does something feel off? The same happens during a hug. Do your bodies naturally align? Does it feel comfortable, like two pieces of a puzzle locking into place? Or does it feel stiff, like you're trying to force something that doesn't fit? Does your scent appeal to her, or does it repel her? She's sensing your physical chemistry. You might not even know it, but the subtle smells you exude can play a huge role in attraction. Is there warmth in the touch? A hug that's electric and alive, full of chemistry? Or does it feel like you're just going through the motions, like hugging a lamppost, with no spark, no connection? Women are highly attuned to energy, and in a split second, her body is processing all of this, like a supercomputer in the background, scanning, evaluating, analysing the physics. Physical chemistry is felt, not thought about out. She might not even consciously realise she's doing it. But trust me, her body knows. Here's where things get real. If you're unsure of yourself, if you're nervous or awkward, she'll pick up on that. Your body is speaking even when your mouth stays silent. That stiffness, that hesitation, it speaks louder than any words you could say. It tells her you're not comfortable in your own skin, that you're still seeking approval, still unsure of your place in the world. Now contrast that with a man grounded in Stoic principles. He doesn't seek validation from the hug, from her touch, or from anyone. His presence is steadfast and unshakable. Like a rock, he doesn't need to impress her or read into the moment. He just is. And the difference is immediate. The chemistry isn't forced, it's natural. His body and his energy are in perfect harmony, and she can feel that on a deeper, almost subconscious level. Remember, attraction isn't just a mental game, it's physical, it's raw, it's primal. She's not just hugging you, she's checking if there's something there that goes beyond just surface level attraction, and how you respond to her touch, to that physical connection, will determine the course of your potential connection. It's not all in your head. Sometimes it's all about how you feel in the moment, how your energy aligns with hers. The hug is her test and your true self. Not the version you're trying to sell will determine if that spark ignites or if it dies out before it even had a chance. A Stoic man, he doesn't chase or force chemistry. He doesn't need to manufacture attraction. It is or it isn't, and he's okay with that, knowing full well that his worth doesn't depend on the outcome. That confidence, that detached yet self-assured presence is exactly what makes him magnetic. 5. She's sending a silent message to others. All right, now, we're getting into the real psychology of the situation. When a woman hugs you in public, it's not just a moment of affection, it's a statement, a subtle but powerful signal to everyone watching. Think of it like a status update, a quiet declaration to she's sending a silent message to others, world that says, this person is part of my inner circle. He's someone important in my life, and I want you to know it. But here's where it gets deep, the hug itself. That's the fine print. That's where the true message is encoded. And trust me, she's not hugging you just to be nice. She's sending a message to the people around her without saying a word. A quick, casual Yule hug that's the signal of friendship. It's neutral, harmless, like a polite handshake just enough to show you're on her radar, but nothing more. A longer, warmer embrace. Now we're talking. This could mean there's something more beneath the surface. It could be a deeper connection, or it could be her way of saying this man is important to me without actually voicing it out loud. It's kind of like when a cat rubs against your leg, it's not just being cute, it's marking its territory. She's letting the world know without speaking a word that you're someone special in her life. Whether she's consciously aware of it or not, her body language is a silent declaration. And that's where you as a man need to understand the power dynamics at play. This isn't just about the hug itself, it's about how you carry yourself in that moment and how it fits into the bigger picture of your status in her world. If you're unsure, awkward, or clingy, the message gets lost, but if you stand strong, unshaken, and in control of the moment, the message is loud and clear. You belong from the Stoic perspective. This is where self-mastery comes in. A Stoic man doesn't need validation from the world around him. He doesn't seek approval or demand attention. The Stoic approach is about being content with who you are, regardless of external validation. When that hug comes, you don't need to read into it because you already know your worth. The outside world's judgment doesn't define you. You are grounded in yourself, and that is what makes you powerful. However, the key here isn't to ignore the signal. A Stoic man understands that life is full of signals, and just because he doesn't chase them doesn't mean he's blind to them. He reads the room, but doesn't let it affect his core. When a woman hugs you, she's subtly defining your place in her world, and in that moment, your ability to stay calm, composed, and aware speaks volumes about your true status. In the real world, attraction isn't just about what you feel. It's about how the world perceives you and how you choose to show up that hug. It's a window into that very dynamic. Be aware of the message you're sending and the message you're receiving. 6. She's creating a moment. You'll both remember creating a moment. You'll both remember. Now, let's dig deeper into something that's often overlooked but holds immense power. The hug isn't just a simple gesture. It's a time capsule you see when a woman hugs you. She's doing more than just holding you. She's capturing a moment in time, freezing it in the present so that it becomes something you'll both carry with you. Whether you realize it or not, it's like taking a mental snapshot, but unlike any picture you've ever taken, instead of capturing an image, she's sealing in a feeling, a rush of emotion and connection that will echo in both your minds long after the moment has passed. You might not even notice it, but her brain is locking in every detail, every nuance of that embrace. Later on, she's going to replay that hug in her mind. She'll reflect on it and ask herself questions like, did my heart race? Did she feel the spark, that rush of the adrenaline that comes with genuine chemistry? Was there a deep connection that went beyond physical touch? Did it feel natural? Was the moment effortless, like the two of you were meant to share it? Or did it feel awkward, like trying to force something that wasn't there? Did I want it to last longer, or was it just a quick, casual hug? This matters because a moment that she wants to prolong is a moment that holds significance. These physical memories aren't just fleeting. They are powerful. They leave a mark. Whether she admits it or not, just like the scent of fresh baked cookies can instantly take you back to a simpler time. A hug can serve as a trigger that brings her back to a key moment in how she feels about you moving forward. But here's the thing. As a man, you can't just rely on these moments to happen organically in the red pill world. You know that nothing comes easy, and you sure as hell don't wait for things to fall into your lap. You create your own moments that last, that matter, that she'll remember and associate with you. A woman doesn't just give her heart away through a hug. She decides who and when she shares these pieces of herself with you. Control whether or not she wants to remember you in the same way you remember her from a Stoic perspective. This is where self-awareness and intentionality come into play. You don't get wrapped up in the emotional fluctuations of the moment. but you do understand that everything is a learning opportunity. When you're present in that hug, you're not thinking about how it makes you feel. You're focused on how you're making her feel. The Stoic man understands that he's not seeking external validation, but that doesn't mean he ignores the signals life throws at him. This hug, it's not a random act, it's a moment of intentional connection. The Stoic mind doesn't crave these moments, but it embraces them when they come. The key is to recognize that every action, every word, every interaction carries weight. That hug, that split second of physical contact is a powerful signal. And for you, it's not just about what you're feeling in that moment. It's about how you stay grounded, how you use that moment to reinforce the man you want to be, not just for her, but for yourself. If you're the type of man who can take these moments and use them to strengthen your sense of self without letting them define you, you'll find that these time capsules will come with increasing frequency. And just like that M snapshot, the memory of how she feels in your presence will stick with her for far longer than you realize the conclusion. Hug is more than just a hug. It's a test, a snapshot, and a key part of how you position yourself in her mind and in her life. Make it count now that you've got a deeper understanding of what a woman's hug can really mean. Let's take it a step further. If you found this insightful, you're going to want to check out the video popping up on your screen right now. 29 shocking psychological facts about women. Trust me, it's packed with more psychological insights that will make you see the world of women in a whole new light. So go ahead and click on that video. I'll see you over there. Oh, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more eye-opening topics like this. Thanks for watching.